We have a letter of continuance, Barbara Palermo, 2628 North Street. Is she here tonight? Ms. Palermo? You wish to continue this for 2 weeks, is that correct? Okay, is there anybody here for this petition? 2628 North Street? Okay, are you here in favor for it, in opposition? Yes, sir. Why don't you step up to the podium? He's in favor for it? Okay. We're going to continue this petition 2 weeks, which is, what's the date, Diane?
Mr. Chairman, August the 28th, I believe.
August 28th. You will not be notified. 6:30 p.m. You should be here. Thank you. Drake Petroleum Company, Inc., 378 Gorham Street. To raise. Okay, excuse me. We need a motion to continue.
Make a motion to continue.
Second the motion to continue.
Roll, please.
Mr. Square,
Continue.
Mr. Noon,
Continue.
Ms. McMahon,
Continue.
Mr. Belanger,
Continue.
and Mr. Kazanjian.
Continue.
Oh, I said Kazanjian.
Okay, Drake Petroleum Company, Inc., to raise, reconstruct, and reestablish the use of self-serve gas station with convenience store, pump islands and canopy to include extended curb and externally illuminated oversized signage. Are they here? Sir, can you sign in first and then state your name and address? And
Yes, I did.
Okay, great.
My name is Ron Fortune of 33 Park Plaza, Lee, Mass., representing Drake Petroleum for their location at 378 Gorham Street. It's my understanding that with our planning approval, it was contingent on, again, several items. One, there were 3 outstanding issues: the monument sign, the lighting in general, and then the curb cuts being greater than 32 feet. We have a planning approval on the layout, along with the planner and different agencies. Our plan represents, that's submitted, showing curb cuts along Auburn Street of 24, 22, and 31, and the 43-foot curb cut of 19 and 19 with a 4-foot rumble strip separation. We need this travel pattern for our transporters. The street, or the site, fronts on 3 streets, and it's difficult for us to come up with a design that would, again, meet every criteria. This new layout with the tank arrangement, with the islands, and the C-store allow for good travel for the customer base, for the different segments of the industry, but also the largest vehicle, and for its turning onto and exiting the site. We need the relief on the maximum curb cut width of 32 feet to allow for this transporter and our customer base to get in. So our breakdown is just representing by a rubble strip on Auburn Street and on Elm Street. If you see that depicted on a plan that you have. And I believe that would hopefully satisfy the requirements of relief as far as the a curb cut being greater than 32 feet for our hardship. It's something where we have to be on site for deliveries. We can't be off site. And this arrangement has been approved for offloading with your fire prevention board within the city. Are there, to go on with the other items, or?
Yes,
should-
go ahead, go ahead.
Is that okay? I'm not. The next item is the area lighting that is represented in a plan. And again, it shows lighting around the edge of the building. This again is for security around the forward edge, on our canopies. These are typical lighting arrangements. We need security at the dispenser, that people are opening their wallets, and also they need a light quality to check their oil as well. And this is a standard type lighting that we would have at this location. And that's referenced in L1. And it shows the different lighting wattages. And these are standard for the industry and the area that we're in. And there's 2 area lights as well on the property. As to the freestanding sign, there are 2 existing Sunoco signs at the location, one on Elm Street and one fronting Gorham with a price sign. Our proposal is for a monument sign at the corner of Elm and Gorham that's integrated with a wrought iron fence and has a base of brick that is, I have a plan. I was left a message on Thursday for more details on the plan. If I can submit that at this time, is that an okay?
Yes.
I passed out a sheet TS20A titled in the lower right-hand corner of the sheet. Basically, it's showing the wrought iron fence that's laid out on the site plan, also the monument sign, which greatly reduces our freestanding sign square footage that's existing. Again, we have 2 signs, 2 Sunoco emblems, and we have a price sign. We would be incorporating these per staff comments into this one monument sign that's basically in total 9 feet tall, having a brick base of 3 feet, a price sign that's another additional 3 feet that brings that total up to 6 feet, and then on to 9 feet for the actual brand of the product sold. And that would be the freestanding sign that replaces the 2 Sunoco and price signs located on the site. Again, integrated within the fencing, the wrought iron fencing on that location. We need signage. This is a typical sign. Usually it's either a goal post or a freestanding sign that they try to get the base of the sign to be in excess of 9 to 10 feet, so it doesn't get hit, and then possibly exceed 18 feet in height. This was worked out as a possible on the in our reviews. And it was something that we felt we could live with as a design. We would still want the internally illuminated sign, one for manufacturing with the replacement sign and their numbers on the prices. It's just that if we try to make that as a custom product, it becomes difficult to get replacement pieces where these age. Also, the lighting would be a difficulty. It would be low and subject to being possibly destroyed or somehow altered, where the internal signage typically that we have with internal lighting, we avoid that. Again, those are the relief that I need for the size of this. It's a total of 42 square feet. We have an excess of that presently with the 2 freestanding signs. The area lights fit with the design in the area that's there. And then the curb cut, it's a matter of the one part of the industry where we need the tanker travel patterns. And I'm here to seek relief for those components per my application as submitted.
Okay, thank you. We have a letter here from the city engineer. Excuse me. You haven't addressed the stormwater issues at all?
We were waiting to determine whether or not this was an allowable on the curb cuts, and then our engineering firm would be contacting them on getting the stormwater issues taken care of as part of the planning requirement.
Well, before we vote on this, I would like to present that to the engineer, whatever you have for the stormwater issues, and also spot elevations for the curb cuts. He's interested in that. And if this thing does get approved, somehow it could fall through the cracks, and I'd like to get it going before we do approve it or deny it, whatever the case may be. Have you done anything at all as far as stormwater issues?
Excuse me?
Have you done anything as far as stormwater issues?
We've picked up the grades. We've taken and basically had research for the area, but other than actually getting a system for it, no, we have not. But the canopy will be tied in, and the building will be tied in, and so you have, there's a very small lot. The runoff is, minimal.
Yeah, no, that's why I want you to meet with the engineer, because he might say this thing is impossible to work with the stormwater issues. So I would like to get his approval on it first before we decide to do anything as far as a vote. Do you have any design of the building you propose to put up?
Excuse me?
Any type of design of the building that you propose to put up?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we talked about this monument sign out front. Did you address the sign that's on the building itself?
I had understood that was not that was an allowable
It's
signage.
internally illuminated sign. It would have to be approved by us also.
That would be internally illuminated.
Right. It would have to be approved by the zoning board also.
That was not listed on the application.
Well, I think we have a few things we have to address before we can even vote on it. But we'll open up to the board because they might have some other questions. So when you go back to your engineers, you'll have all the things that our concerns, and hopefully you can address them by the next meeting, and we'll get this squared away. Okay, I'm going to open to the board. Before I do that, is there anybody here that would like to speak in favor for this petition, in favor? Anybody in opposition? In opposition? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is John McDonough. I own McDonough Funeral Home just up the street from you guys. I know a lot of your business neighbors. The sign that you guys want to put up on the corner Elm and Gorham Street, okay? I think it's going to be an obstruction to motorists trying to take a right onto Elm Street. There's a school just up the street, courthouse, a lot of people are running across the street trying to do jury duty. A lot of strangers come into the community every day. And I don't like what I just heard, that 9 feet of obstruction is going to be on the corner of Elm and Gorham Street. So I think that you can certainly work that out with a different design. I don't even know what the design looks like, but it sounds like it's going to be right on the corner. Second, I don't know what the building looks like. Are you guys going to be open 24/7? Yes, that's what Are you guys going to sell, it's going to be like one of these variety stores inside?
Yes, convenience store.
Okay.
Excuse me, John, why don't you address the board, and we'll ask the questions.
I'm
Okay,
just,
great.
because, Alan, I don't know anything about, other than I heard that they're going to put one of these variety stores 24/7 on the corner. And that's okay. I have a couple of issues. If it's going to be 24/7, I certainly would hope that there are public restrooms available inside of the store if it's open 24/7. Second, that there be video surveillance of the neighborhood, that be no less than, I'm thinking like 5 cameras, one that looks up Gorham Street towards Chelmsford, one that looks down Gorham Street towards downtown, one that looks down Elm Street towards Back Central, one that looks up Elm Street towards Highland, and one that covers Auburn Street. So if it's 24/7 and there is any kind of mischief or any kind of issues that happen, it's recorded, and that this recording device be of a design where they could make a copy available to the police should something go on. The operation right now, I don't know who owns the operation right now. Is this a different management company? I'd like to know that. Is it a different management company?
Is it a different management company, or is it the same owner? Why don't you step up to the podium, please? Yep.
Drake Petroleum owns the real estate. They are doing development. Presently, it's leased.
So they're gonna and put up the building, and they're gonna lease it out to a certain individual, is that correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And the hours are gonna be 24/7, is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
They start with that, and then depending on what the needs are in the area.
Mr. McDonough has a great idea with the cameras, and also we got a letter from Attorney Nyman, who's in a butter also, and he requests the cameras would be surveillance cameras around the area too. So, go ahead, Mr. McDonough.
So I'd like to just, if you could let me know when the next meeting, or what I have to come to the next meeting. How do I do that, Alan?
We won't be notified.
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry.
Let me. Do you need do you need 2 weeks? Is that enough, or you need more than 2 weeks to get all this information? 2 weeks. So it'll be the August 28th meeting.
Okay.
We'll not be notified. Just show up and
Just come in 2 weeks?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. McDonough, thank you. Anybody else like to speak in opposition? Okay, let's open up to the board. Go, Jack.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I agree with the letter dated August 14th from Division of Planning and Development. They've listed some conditions, and the one which you brought out, Mr. Chairman, specifically the idea of the stormwater mitigation. I think that definitely should be resolved with the engineering before we vote on it. And also, I'd like to know if the petitioner has submitted an original design to the planner for his signage. I know he'll be coming here, obviously, for the special permits, but that was also one of the conditions, that the applicant work with DPD on the actual proposal for the signage. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks, Jack. Good, Dan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A couple of things. This property, I think we approved a couple of things in the last couple of years. One was auto sales, so that's going to go away, correct? There will be no auto sales? No auto sales, is that correct? Okay. A couple of things, and the monument sign, in my opinion, would be way too high also. There's really no need for that to be any taller than 6 feet whatsoever. That gives you a 3-foot base and then a 3-foot, because I think anytime you have traffic and signs, you have pedestrian lights there, it's right on the corner. I think you have it exactly in front of the pole where the street light or the pedestrian light is, so that's going to be a problem. So you really need to rethink that when you come back in and reduce that substantially, because it just won't work. It's just too tall. The other thing is the property is very blighted, and it does need a facelift, and I think this is a positive step in that direction. And I think the chairman has a lot of experience about the curb cut, but I think he's right. The engineers really need to weigh in on that before us as individuals vote, because they're the ones that have to live with it. And if it doesn't work for our engineering department, it probably won't work well for the neighbors in that neighborhood. The other thing is, I'm a little concerned about it non-being operated by the owner of the property, because it seems like they've had several tenants in there over the last several years, and the property just never seems to be maintained like someone who has an interest in the city would have their property looking. So I hope the contractors or whoever comes in here, but this might be something that needs to be reviewed every 2 or 3 years just to protect the interest of the neighborhood. So something that I give to the chairman and the rest of the board members to think about for the next meeting also. And I think a more detailed drawing of what you're actually going to be building, so the neighbors who do come get a better view than just the one-dimensional picture that you presented tonight. It's just a little difficult if you're not in the building industry to get a grasp of what you're trying to do. And I'm sure it's a good plan. I'm sure it's going to work. They wouldn't invest that kind of money, but I just think it would be helpful for the everyday person if they want to look at that.
Thanks.
And my last question was auto repairs. There's not going to be any auto repairs, just the C-store and gasoline? Right. And then the last thing, Mr. Chairman, and I'll let whoever wants to speak, the hours of operation, I think that needs to be addressed very seriously, because I'm not sure if 7 days, it's still a residential neighborhood, and 24 hours a day, I mean, just to light up that neighborhood and the way that you have to light it up for security, protection, et cetera, I'm not sure if it needs to be open at 3:30 in the morning. But again, I'm only one person, one vote. Those are my thoughts on it, and that's all I have for now, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
All right, when he comes in 2 weeks, we can talk about that. We can do a 6-month review or a 1-year review and see what type of complaints we have for the police department and address it then.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jack.
Through you, Mr. Chairman. The concern I have is making deliveries during the court hours, and also like during a funeral. I'd like to add a condition of, no deliveries during those hours of operation, if that would be possible.
Can you answer that question, sir? Deliveries can be made in late night or early morning, so this is a very, very heavily trafficked area. I think that would be one of our conditions, that it would be late night or early morning. Yes. Right. I think if the manager orders his fuel correctly, he shouldn't have a problem. All set, Jack? Go ahead, Corey.
Through you, Mr. Chairman. For starters, this is a very difficult corner. It's heavy traffic and heavy pedestrian traffic as well, with the courthouse and businesses and the neighborhood. Very congested. I do like the plan for the most part. It does need some fine tuning, but I think collaboratively between the engineer's office, DPD, and this board, I'm confident we can make it work. Two things I'm happy to see is the elimination of the auto repair, as the vice chairman made, and the used car sales. I mean, this lot, it does need updates. There's no two ways about it. And I think it's a good plan for the most part, and I certainly will be open-minded to the changes we need to make, and that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think Mr. Belanger is correct, and Mr. Squire, the place does need a facelift, there's no question about it. To knock that eyesore down and reconstruct a new building with new canopy. By the way, it's going to be a new canopy, is that correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Good.
In that plan, where behind the building elevation, there's a canopy elevation of the,
Okay.
that I presented.
Okay.
Yes.
But we just have to fine tune it to make sure it works for the neighborhood. Also, we have a letter from one of the abutters, coming down from the connector onto Gorham Street, taking a right onto Elm. He was wondering if we could put a second lane over there to take a right, because it gets backed up all the way to the connector. That's something I'd like to address to the engineers also, see if it's possible. Do you know what I'm talking about?
On Elm Street, heading...
Well, you're coming down Gorham Street from the Lowell connector. You gotta take a right onto Elm. It backs up, let's say at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, backs up onto the connector. I mean, if you come down the connector, it's literally backed up because people are trying to take a right over there. And I think if we put that second lane, it might help out, eliminate some of this traffic problems. So when you sit down with the engineer, why don't you run that by him, see if it's possible.
Okay.
And if you want, we'll have a list of things that we're requesting at the building department. You can pick that list up and see if we can get it squared away for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. And when will that, a couple days, or?
Yeah, a
will
couple
they
days,
fix
it should be fine. We can even have it tomorrow if you want, just so that,
Okay.
We'll
And
have that list right
who should I ask for? that would have
Kim.
it? Kim?
yeah,
Yep, okay.
okay?
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No?
Okay,
No,
great. I
we're
need
all
a motion.
Make a motion to postpone for 2 weeks.
Second it?
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Belanger?
Continue?
Mr. Knox?
Continue.
Ms. McMahon? Mr. Noon?
Continue.
Mr. Squire?
Continue?
And Mr. Kazanjian?
Continue to August 28th. You won't be notified for that meeting, August 28th. Mr. McDonough, do you understand? 6:30, August 28th, we'll have this hearing, and hopefully we can wrap it up then. Thank you for coming.
Mr.
for your
McDonough,
time.
did you sign in, sir? Mr.
Sir, we have some paperwork you have to sign before you leave. Thank you. Community Teamwork, Inc., 344 Pawtucket Street, to construct a two-family dwelling with insufficient lot area per dwelling unit.
Hey, George, how are you? Nice to see you. Here, I'll just move over here.
Oh, that's all right. You can stay there as long as you want. Okay. Is this on? Yeah, okay. Mr.
Yep.
Chairman, members of the board, welcome back, Mr. Noon. Nice to see you back. My name is George Cielides Jr., 133 Market Street, Lowell, and I'm here this evening representing Community Teamwork Incorporated, and I have Mr. Thomas Galligani with me here. Some of you may remember he was formerly employed by the City of Lowell in our Planning and Development Department and did a wonderful job while he was here, and then the City of Lawrence stole him away from us, and then he was smart enough to get out of... No, I shouldn't. I'll get into trouble with it. He's now consulting on his own and assisting Community Teamwork, among others, with development. I think this is a pretty straightforward petition, but let me just indicate to you that back in 2004, the City of Lowell had an RFP put out for developers to take care of various parcels of land that they wanted to put out for sale for developers to buy and build new housing on. And of course, in the RFP process, you have to go through the entire questionnaire and put forward exactly what you plan to do with the building and or with the property if you're successful. My client, as it turns out, was the only person who responded. And I should add, by the way, this was part of when the city was putting out and trying to assist in the shall we say, recapture of additional housing for Julian Steel to be able to move people into other neighborhoods and other houses in the city. And my client was successful in obtaining the property, I guess pretty obviously, if for no other reason. We were the only bidders, but they could have put our bid out. The problem that arose after that is that as we started to put the plans and specs together, and more importantly than that, as we started to put the financing together, and I think you're all well aware of this, the zoning bylaw, the zoning ordinance, excuse me, was changed, and the number of square feet per dwelling unit required to build a two-family changed. So we bought it from the city. We said we're going to build a two-family. The city sold it to us with basically the right and the idea that we were going to build a two-family. But after the new zoning ordinance came in and changed the number of square feet per unit, and we're now a few hundred feet short, we can't, under the new zoning situation, build 2 units. If we can't build 2 units, then it isn't a fiscally and financially feasible operation. So the simple answer is we need to request of this board a variance from that requirement, the number of square feet per dwelling unit. And my understanding was, I don't know, Mr. Chairman, whether or not you've received a communication. My understanding that there was going to be a communication for the Department of Planning and Development indicating they support this and backing up what I've just indicated to you about the RFP process, et cetera. So that's basically my presentation. I have, as I said, Mr. Galligani with me here. If there are any questions that we can answer for the board, I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone here like to speak in favor for this petition? In favor?
My name is John Sumas. I own the property on 84 School Street, in which the rear of my property abuts the rear of 344 Pawtucket Street. On this land we're speaking about, there was once a multifamily there that deteriorated, wound up being abandoned for a long time, and I think it was about 10 years ago. It was torn down, and it's been a vacant lot for 10 years. I'm in favor of it because I think it's going to be developed properly. I had a meeting with their representative this past week, and I thought they're very professional, I was impressed by what they were doing. I think it'd be a good thing for that area, and I'm in favor of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else like to speak in favor? In favor? Anybody in opposition? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Tom Chin. I was raised in Lowell. My family has a home in the area. I purchased property in the area. And what I'm concerned about, and I understand his situation, but what I'm concerned about is it seems like we do make a lot of exceptions in a way of planning. You go down to Westford Street, and you see all these new houses packed, jam-packed in what was previously a single one structure in a piece of property. Now you have 2 or 3. It looks very bad. And what I'm concerned about is that if we continue making exceptions or variants to your zoning, where are we going to stop? There's not too many nice areas in Lowell left. Grandview, there has been a lot of revitalization, old structures being torn down and new ones in place. But still, some of these new structures, based on the existing zoning laws, is not really attractive. And that is my concern. I spent my whole life in Lowell. We're vested. My family, my parents, and my family are vested with property in Lowell. And I have no problem with progress. We have a house in Bonham Avenue. for over 20 years. We've seen that area change, traffic increase. The city made some changes to the traffic pattern. It's improved a little bit better. But just things change, but what I'm concerned about is that are they going to be changed to benefit the public or to benefit individuals? That's what I'm concerned about. And that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else like to speak in opposition? Yes, sir.
Walter McGrail, thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Walter McGrail, 89 School Street. I've been a lifelong member of the Acre. I grew up in the Acre. I lived in this gentleman's house at 86 School Street, although he wasn't the landlord at the time. My family bought the house across the street, 89 School Street, of which we still own. This community teamwork project is certainly commendable. There's no doubt about that. I'm in very much support of housing within the city. However, this particular site is in a very, very bad location. If we can make reference to the previous individual that was in for Drake Petroleum and talking about the traffic on corner of Gorham and Elm, this is one lot in from the corner of School and Pawtucket. And we all know the amount of traffic that comes over the Pawtucket Bridge in the morning. We know of the traffic that comes through that Pawtucket intersection and School Street intersection in the afternoon. I'm very concerned about the fact that you're going to be locating a two-family house in that area. The line of sight for drivers coming over the Pawtucket Bridge, turning left, heading east on Pawtucket Street toward the former St. Joseph's Hospital, is not sufficient for them to see a car coming out of a driveway in this particular site. And even worse than that, the cars and drivers behind them would have no idea why some of these drivers might be jamming on their brakes as they have to stop for a vehicle exiting this particular property. The intersection is dangerous enough as it presently exists. This particular house, yes, I'm in favor of housing, but this particular house on this particular lot does not in any way, shape, or form indicate to me that there's any safety that the drivers in that area, nor children who might be living there, are going to be engaged in. The safety factor is going to be minimal. In addition to that, drivers that are heading east, coming from, say, the Pawtucket Street area leaving Burbeck's, as soon as that light changes green, they're accelerating coming down Pawtucket Street. There are neighborhood children who go to school at the Franco-American School. There are neighbors. My own child went there. And when my own child went there, and now even still today, neighborhood children who go there, the city has not even helped those neighbors get working pedestrian lights at that particular intersection. You've got youngsters trying to cross Pawtucket Street going to the Franco-American School who are dodging cars first thing in the morning and cars in the afternoon. I think the site is a site that works against a very good idea, but it's just not in the best interest of safety for the neighbors and the drivers in that particular area. Thank you.
Thank you. Is anybody else like to speak in opposition? Mr. Elides, can you come to the bench over here? We got a letter from the building department. I just want to show you this letter. Good.
Clearly, the whole purpose, Mr. Chairman, of the establishment of a zoning board of appeals is to look at situations like this and make judgments based on what the law provides and what the fairness and the requirements and the needs of the particular lot in terms of a variance are concerned with. And I think that for someone to just say specifically, and I don't know who wrote that in, that is axiomatically not allowable, I would respectfully disagree. That I don't know of any case or any law that would sustain that.
Well, just to be on the safe side, I would like to continue for 2 weeks. I just found this today in front of me, so if I knew ahead of time, I would check with the law department and find out if there's something we can vote on or not.
I don't have a problem with that, Mr. Chairman. I
Okay.
feel
All right.
confident about that.
All right, well, I'm going to open up to the board and see what they have, what questions they have, and this way here, if you come back in 2 weeks, you should be able to answer all the questions. One question I have, is this going to be owner occupied, this two-family? Is it going to be rental, or?
It's going to be a sale, and owner occupied. Owner occupied,
Okay,
yes.
good. All
Yes.
right, okay. All right, let me open up to the board. Go ahead, Jack.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I agree with some of the comments that were made. I think that the idea of having affordable housing is a goal that we all admire and aspire to as a society that wants to help one another. But it might be a moot point, with all due respect, Counselor, depending upon how we're advised by the city solicitor's office. And I'm not an attorney, so I don't profess to be able to interpret it, but it does say, no non-conforming use shall, if changed to a conforming use, revert to a non-conforming use. And then the lines below it that were handwritten, obviously were written to interpret more clearly for us. And I agree with the chairman that I think until we get more advice from the solicitor's office, I think we really can't do anything about it, with all due respect. Thank you.
Go ahead, Corey.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I agree with my colleague, Mr. Knox, but hypothetically speaking, that in 2 weeks we are able to vote on this petition. We're talking about a property that's been vacant a long time. It was a two-family on this site prior to what's there now. That was very dilapidated because I live right down the street. That had no off-street parking. Now, I understand Mr. McGrail's concerns very much. It is a busy corner, but it is further away from the intersection than originally thought. It does include 4 off-street parking spots as well, which I like to see. I mean, this is a day and age where it's very, very difficult to builders to include affordable housing. It's just not in the cards these days. It's a very difficult thing to do. And here we have one in front of us that, we're talking about 2 families here who will have own homes that never were able to do so. We have a vested interest from the city, and I think it's a good thing, a good petition, and because of the off-street parking, I'm in favor for this. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Corey. Good, Dan.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. I agree with Mr. Belanger in some respects. It was a house there to begin with, and it was a two-family also?
Yes, correct.
Under the present zoning, what could you build there without going before a single-family home? And I think if the two-family would maximize the lot,
Yes.
just in layman's terms, from the traffic lights at the corner of school, the driveway would be closest to St. Joseph's Hospital as opposed to towards the traffic lights, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that keeps it a little bit away from the corner. I understand what this gentleman's saying. I think he's 100% right. I just think that something's going to go there. It'll probably be a single family, and it'll still have the off-street parking, et cetera. If you can make it work for the two-family and probably benefit the neighborhood as far as economics go with someone trying to occupy it, that might be a better situation than the single family. You're addressing the parking, the off-street parking. The one thing I think when you do come back, as the chairman says, is maybe perhaps a rendering of what you're actually going to build. I didn't see it in the packet, but again, it makes it difficult for us to understand what you're trying to put up, whether it has a farmer's porch, whether it doesn't, whether it works in harmony with the rest of the neighborhood, et cetera. And I think even the people here would probably like to see something like that also, so
I have a single smaller version, but I'll have a better version for the next meeting.
that would be fine. But that's all I have, Mr. Chairman, at this time. I think we need to wait for, as you requested, the decision from the Law Department.
Go ahead, Vince.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I concur with my fellow board that the abutters, that the traffic on School Street off to and from Pentucket Bridge is very busy in the morning. This plant seemed to be a little further away from the corners of Pentucket Street and School Street. And again, to said what Mr. Belanger indicated, that it would be a good thing for a family who cannot afford to buy a home. This is a two-family home where certainly it's going to help having another income coming in to pay your mortgage. And CTI historically have done a great job for the city of Lowell and the surrounding Lowell. And again, we don't have a whole lot of petition coming before this board and having off-street parking. And this is one of the ways where you can get car off the street. And they have 4, maybe more, off-street parking to address some of those parking issues in the city. So I'm really, when this petition come back from the law department, I really am in favor of this petition, as do my college. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Jack, you all set? Okay, Donna? Okay, I need a motion to continue.
Make a motion to continue till August the 28th.
You need someone to make a second?
I second the motion.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Squire,
Continue.
Mr. Noon,
Continue.
Ms. McMahon, Mr. Flynn,
Continue.
Mr. Belanger,
Continue.
and Mr. Kazanjian.
Continue to the August 28th meeting. Will that give you sufficient time to do what you have to do? Okay, great. I think this gentleman had a question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I guess I do want to make it clear that I'm in support of affordable housing. I think one question that needs to be asked that hasn't been asked yet is how far from the corner does this particular lot line start at? It's one lot in from the corner lot. And the line of sight for a driver turning left coming over the Pawtucket Bridge at the rate of speed that they travel in the morning is, in my opinion, and I'm not a traffic expert, is not sufficient to deal with a car pulling out of a parking spot at this particular site. And vehicles coming from the St. Joseph's Hospital area in the afternoon are going to be dealing with that same oncoming traffic as they try to turn left to go into this particular lot. This is an issue, and I think members of the board would be well advised to get on and take a look at it at 6 to 7 in the morning and take a look at it at 4 in the afternoon. And that particular area, not just school in Pawtucket, but school in Fletcher, is a nightmare on Thursdays and Fridays for whatever reason, and not necessarily associated with the college. The Kinney gas station is seeing lines of traffic up Fletcher Street to Broadway. They're seeing lines of traffic from the lights at school in Pawtucket all the way through past the hospital to the lights at Pawtucket and Merrimack. This is not an area that needs to be looked at frivolously from a traffic point of view. I commend these gentlemen for coming forth with a plan for affordable housing. I commend these gentlemen for coming up with a plan for 4 off-street parking spots. It's wonderful. It's the right plan. It just happens to be in the wrong location.
Thank you. You won't be notified for the August 28th meeting, so just be here at 6:30. Thank you.
George?
Patel Kapish for Country Farms, 52 Aiken Street. to reface existing internally illuminated wall and freestanding signage for Country Farms. Yes, sir.
Yes, good evening, Chairman. Yep, Kalpesh Patel from Country Farms, 52 Aiken Avenue.
Will you state your name and address, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, name 52 Aiken Avenue, Lowell, Country Farms.
Okay, and your name?
Kalpesh Patel.
Okay, great, okay. Go ahead.
Yep. We're gonna put the new sign, whatever the Cumberland Farm has. We're gonna it's same size, everything. We're just gonna change the name. That's it. And I have the signs with me.
Can you bring that up there to us? Yeah, thank you. Okay, go ahead. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, does anybody here like to speak in favor for this petition? In favor? Hearing none. Anybody in opposition? In opposition? Okay, let's open up to the board. Go ahead, Dan.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. What are the hours of operation?
6 to 10, 6 a.m. morning to 10 o'clock evening.
Okay, do you have a concern or a problem with shutting that sign off?
We're gonna use the sign only the morning 6 o'clock until 10 o'clock. Then we're gonna shut it off after 10 o'clock.
So when the store's not open, the sign will be off?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Both signs, you have a freestanding sign on the corner also?
Yep.
Okay. Sign looks okay, Mr. Chairman, as far as what's going to work in that neighborhood. I don't have a problem with it as long as it shuts off when they close, and then they seem to be closing at a reasonable hour, so those are the only questions we usually have with signs in the neighborhood.
Okay, great. Go ahead, Vez.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The sign, there's no alteration in the sign, Mr. Chairman. All need to change was the name of the store, and the hour of operation is only to 10 o'clock. So as long as the white chair indicated, the sign shut off at 10 o'clock. I'm also in favor of it.
Go ahead, Corey.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I concur with my fellow board members. He does need to make some upgrades. I certainly are willing to help him in that regard, but I think we should make it a condition, as the Vice Chairman and Mr. Noon stated, that 10 p.m. is shut-off time, no doubt.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we all set? Go ahead, Jack.
Through you, Mr. Chairman. Does this look like the one that's on the corner of Westford Street and Stevens Street?
Yep, it's same owner, everything. Yep.
It is.
Yes.
I would be in favor of this with no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, great. I need a motion.
Make a motion to approve with the condition that the sign is shut off no later than 10 p.m.
And
I'm sorry,
starts at 6.
If sometime we open until 10:30, is that okay? Means like if we have some work.
How about we make it no later than 11 p.m.? Would that
Okay,
work?
thank you.
From 6 to 11, okay?
Thank you. Yep.
Okay, great. Need a second?
Second motion.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. McMahon? Mr. Knox?
Approve.
Mr. Noon?
Approve.
Mr. Square?
Approve with conditions.
Mr. Kazanjian?
Approve and conditions. It's been approved by 5 votes. We need to sign some paperwork.
Thank you.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second it?
Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Chair votes yes.